So today I have a book haul for you guys. I got these, I don't know how many books are actually here, but I actually wrote them all down because there's a few of them. I do know, however, that I got them all for free because I got them from the Nook store by typing in free books. So I'm sure that a lot of these books are still free, and you can probably also find them in the Kindle store for free. The first book I picked up was by Michael Phillips, and it is Angels Watching Over Me, which is the first book in the Shenandoah Sisters series. It takes place in the Civil War. You have the daughter of a plantation owner and the daughter of a slave, both who lose their entire families during the Civil War, and they are forced to work together. I have been trying to read more historical fiction because it is a genre of which I am severely lacking in books, and so I figured I would give this a try. The second book I have is Forbidden by Amy Miles. This is the first book in the Erotos trilogy. Then the next 6 books I got were all part of a series by Shannon Hale, from the Ever After High series, Raven Queen's Story, Briar Beauty's Story, Applewhite's Story, Madeline Hatter's Story, Ashlyn Ella's Story, and Hunter Huntsman's Story. I wrote them all down because I just wrote Shannon Hale stories on my other list. I really like fairy tale retellings, particularly when they are geared towards a younger audience, because they're just a lot of fun. I find that they are generally just a lot more fun to read, and they're usually very entertaining. So the next book I have is Shadowborn by Maura Katzen. This is about a girl named Catwin who is plucked from her life at the edge of a kingdom to basically serve the niece of this duke. The next book I got was The Mind Readers by Lori Brighton. This is about a girl who has the power to read people's minds, and people are really terrified of her for that reason, because she can read their minds. Then one day this guy shows up and he tells her about this place where there are other mind readers and she can be at peace and she doesn't have to feel like a freak. Readers discover that she is actually a very powerful mind reader and they want to exploit her power. The 11th book I picked up was Scary Mary by S.A. Hunter. This is a ghost story. It's about a girl named Mary who has the power to see ghosts, and for that reason people think she's a freak. And then one day this new guy shows up and he's really nice to her, so she tells him that his house is being haunted by a malevolent ghost. The 12th book I picked up was Anathema by K.A. Tucker, about a girl who has felt neglected for most of her life from her family, and I believe she was in foster care or whatever, so she doesn't feel very loved. And then one day she meets this person who is really nice to her, so the girl that she meets offers her a job as her personal assistant. So she goes, she drops everything and she goes with her, and then she starts having bizarre dreams and waking up with bite marks on her, and she has to kind of figure out what's going on, because whatever is going on it just can't be good. The next book I picked up was Entangled, and this is about a girl who wakes up 2 months after she died in her sister's body because something happened with her mother's resurrection spell, and her sister has left explicit instructions on how she must act in her body. Then I picked up Evolution by Kelly Carrero. The next book I got was Evershade by Alexia Purdy, a girl named Shade who is forced to help a fairy find the Seelie court. The next story I have picked up is Crossroads by Mary Tang. This is the story about a girl who has a best friend who has the exact same name as her, and then one day her best friend dies, and then she starts having dreams of this place called Crossroads, and when she goes there she meets her guardian angel who is a Nephilim, and basically there's some love complication or whatever, and then you find out that she's actually been there before and she can't remember it. The next book I picked up was Sora's Quest. According to Goodreads, this book is actually permanently free on almost all of the platforms that you can get an ebook. This is about a girl, I'm assuming her name is Sora. She is a highborn girl who wants to live a life of adventure, but she can't. She has to learn how to be a lady, and then one day she decides she's going to run away. And as she's preparing to run away, a man shows up and kidnaps her. Because convenient. I also picked up the H.G. Wells classic, War of the World, and I actually picked up The World of Divergent by Veronica Roth. They had, like, if you bought the Divergent box set, there was like this little book in there that had a bunch of information about the World of Divergent. They actually had that free for Nook, so I picked that up.